He graduated from this university.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, so 3 years ago, he flew me to Hollywood and interviewed me.
Oh, yeah?
On his show.
Nice.
So if you want to see it, just go to YouTube and type in the word Tom Brody Show.
Hey, man. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, take care. Quinn, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Hey, Brother K.
Hey, and
Took a little while to get out
here. Hey, Marie. Awesome.
We ended up walking through the whole
Good to meet you. Travis?
Yep.
Nice to meet you. Matthew, Marie, and Travis. Awesome.
You have such a good memory, Brother K.
Don't jinx it.
Hello.
This is Kia
Hiya.
and Kaya.
Hiya.
I'm sorry.
Hiya.
Kaya has an interesting story. She had never.
You guys?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Here's our card.
Hey, I'm not circumcised, man, but thank you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Matthew.
Find your signs.
Works.
And, yeah, I'm gonna put you to work. But it's K-I-A.
K-A-Y-A.
Oh, yeah. No, that's right. Yeah. She was a mom passing by and kissing me. Never heard of her.
Yeah. Oh, you
And stopped to join us.
I remember
I just
seeing you.
saw you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
What's your name?
Daniel. Yeah, I remember now.
What? Show her your forearm. She remembers you.
Oh yeah, I saw.
So this time, my GoPro is charged and everything is recorded.
Good.
I'm gonna upload it on a channel that I made. I haven't done anything with it yet.
Cool. So,
Nice to see you again.
Yep.
David
Yep.
Atkinson. Oh, sorry, there we go.
Sounds good. Yeah, so I put that document in the red bag. I don't think we need to read it. They had highlighted something about amplification of sound, but yeah, I think it's fine. The guy was friendly. I don't think there's any problem.
Do you guys have your other signs, or are they out in the...
yeah,
car store?
no.
Up top
Yeah,
the stairs.
so go on in and say hi to everybody. We're right up there.
Although they weren't too.
Of course.
He loves butt crack.
Yeah. Here, you could just take some out of there. Thanks for holding my water.
Put it right there.
Hello.
Hey, I got your text. I just never got a chance to write you back, but I will.
Okay, cool. Oh, I was going to get another sign so that I've got double-sided.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let me see. What does this one say? Well, this needs to be upheld.
Hey, you made it.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, it was kind of confusing getting to this part of the campus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's how campuses are.
better late than never, though. Good thing you guys did the 4-hour one this time.
Yeah,
instead
we'll be
of-
here for a while. Yeah. The most out of foreskin is called the Coral Hood.
Hello. I got enlisted to hold the sign. Now the banner, I mean.
Do you want a relief?
I remember.
Sure. Yeah, be my guest.
I should have known. I should have looked more into it, but then there wasn't really that much,
It wasn't like the
Said
internet
that.
and everything. You could
Right,
just research
exactly.
everything.
And then you go, oh God, there's no defense.
Hello.
Cool. I'm John. Nice to meet you.
My name is Matthew.
You local?
Yes, I am. Are you?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for coming out and supporting.
I went to the other two on the east side of Florida. I was there.
Oh yeah, I'm recording.
Post it somewhere.
I'm just in case something happens. Yesterday we were out at an intersection and there was a car wreck like, right in front of us. So I actually had my GoPro, but it ran out of battery.
I've never seen a setup like that.
Oh yeah, this is actually really old. This is from 2016, but I got like a strap, so yeah.
It looks very nice.
Thanks. I haven't used it much, to be fair. How long have you been into activism?
Ever since I was 6,
6 years old. Awesome.
I read the Bible. And I was like, is that the uncircumcised and the circumcised? What's that? I was like curious. And my older brother was, and I wasn't. So that always like made my mind run, So, and I suppose I'm no longer a believer in a God,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so bullshit. Damn, and there's nothing, I believe in the science of the evolution. What's your belief in that?
I would consider myself agnostic.
Agnostic.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
Thanks for coming.
Of course, yeah. It was a little bit confusing to find the way around here.
Couldn't find us either. I guess she was messaging a bunch of us.
There's no microphone today?
We're not allowed to have it here.
Speaker?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you try it first and then someone came out?
Well,
I did try it. I was just using it quietly, but someone specifically told David that no one could have amplification.
Oh, okay.
They hadn't seen me, I don't think.
I mean, I can't convince you, but and I don't know how to explain to you how I came to the conclusion. But there is nothing, man. It's just, there is no God, man. It's just.
Personally, I don't really care about the future. What I care about is the present. And, you know, that's why I'm doing stuff like this.
You're a victim of MG?
Yes, I am. But you,
Sorry about that.
only your brother was, so you got away, lucky.
He was, I think because of some medical issue he had when he was a baby.
Yeah, and which
I think it's bullshit too.
Yeah, it's not even needed for those medical issues. What's it called again? Phimosis, I think. But like the age where the foreskin actually separates from the glands,
Early teens.
they can just they can actually use the same technique that the restorers use, just tugging. Like sometimes people have it too tight. The solution isn't to cut off the organ. There's other ways to do it. So
every man is different. I'm down to consent. Just like a baby should be able to consent. Awesome. Baby can't talk, but he can say, "Okay, do it to me." Just let him till he's 18 and he can decide. You know, like.
Yeah, his body, his rights.
Yeah.
So
they say, "Oh, it reduces STDs." It doesn't. How come in Europe the STDs is less?
yeah.
And why in this country they sell more Viagra?
It messes up so much in society, and there's all these industries based on catering to people with sexual problems that occur as a result of sexual violence.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
it's all fraud, and it's just a way to get more money out of the people and ruin their lives.
She was telling me she used to work at a clinic, and they used to chop up like 8 babies a day. Just imagine they charge $500 each. That's $4,000 a day. Just multiply that by 10 months, and the doctor works 10 months.
Makes them a lot of money.
Just doing that.
I just can't understand, like, I know some of these people, like for example, when we protest here, they read it and they actually listen to the info.
Intelligent people.
They
But
change.
Not the psychopaths.
I can't imagine being a doctor and feeling okay with doing that, like no matter what I've been taught. I can't imagine that.
You need money, you do anything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's mercenaries and scammers for a reason. So.
That's right. Myself, I couldn't imagine not having that there. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? How can you live like that?
Yeah. I'm really glad, though, that you came out to support people. I mean, as an intact person, caring about issues like this. The most common reaction seems to be people laughing, which means that they're nervous, which means that they're thinking about it. So.
I mean, I think it means they're uncomfortable with like what they're looking at, and then they don't know how else to react.
Yeah.
A lot of people I talk to, they hate the bloodstains, but on the fan.
Oh yeah.
They think it's too much, but it gets posted online, so that's what matters.
So what does your sign say?
This one?
My body belongs to me.
Yeah, simple enough. I think it's like the strongest argument.
Hello.
Oh, I am.
I ain't circumcised, but you guys are fucking idiots.
Well, good thing I don't care about your opinion. Damn, am I gonna hold that?
Would you like one of these? Would you like a card? Just to take with. And then, hello. Would you like a card to take along? Hello. Hello guys. Would you like a card just to take along?
No thanks.
Okay. Hello. Hi.
You know, once they're born.
Nice sunglasses, bro. Hello. Would you like a card to take?
It's just a red herring of it.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. What do you think? You like to take a card?
Nah, bro.
Hey, you guys should, well, hoist it a little more. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Yay! We were here 2 years ago.
Hello. Hello. Hey there.
Hey.
Would you like to take an info card? Just share it with people you know. Keep them informed.
Hey, I'm with you.
Thanks. Hey there. Hello. Hey, would you like an info card?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Hello. Hey, would you like to take an info card? You got one.
Because
Great.
that means I only have 30
Would you like to take an info card?
run to the gate. I'm just
Here you
afraid
go.
because no. My plane is
Hello.
so we're going straight to the hotel.
Hey there.
Uh-huh.
Hey man, would you like an info card?
That's all right, man.
Thank you. Hello.
Kids or not.
Would you like an info card? Here you go. Hey there. Would you like an info card? All right. Hello. Would you like an info card?
I've already got one. But
Good. And if you like an info card? Hello. Hello, sir. Would you like an info card? Okay. Hey there. Would you like to take an info card? All right. Sick hair, bro. Hello, sir.
Like I said,
Hello.
nobody's going around flashing.
Would you like an info card? Okay. Hey, man. You like an info? Huh?
Yeah, they gotta pay you.
You be getting a bag from this?
His money.
No, we don't get anything. We're just here for the babies. Let me ask Brother K for one.
And ladies and gentlemen, I have a very special man to introduce you to. This is Matthew, who I told you about earlier. They've all come up here to join the main group. But this is Matthew, ladies and gentlemen, the newest bloodstained man on the block. Travis, Matthew's mom, Marie, Parrish's mom, Melissa.
I don't think I introduced myself.
I'm
Nice to meet you,
Parrish's
Melissa.
mom. I just wanted to meet you.
Parrish.
He's over there wearing the black. He stands up in front of the hospital that he was.
Oh, that one. Oh, that's really nice. Is that with the triangle and the eye?
Yeah, let's go to black.
Did any of you have more of those bumper stickers?
Oh, David Wilson.
Hey, David. Could I get some more of those bumper stickers? People ask for them occasionally, so surprisingly.
Oh no, they'll take the bumper sticker.
But it gets the word out, so it's good.
And one of my lines are, put it on your mom's car. Some people aren't as
Social. Yeah.
They'd rather just sit and hold a sign. Me, I want to be in their face. I want to talk.
How long have you been with Bloodstained Men?
Well, they came and joined me in Washington,
really?
D.C.
Cool.
Because I've been at the U.S. Capitol since '92.
So you're pre-Bloodstained Men then?
Pre-blood.
Awesome. What's up, brother? Hey, what's your name?
Parrish.
My name is Matthew.
Matthew.
Nice to meet you. How did you make that, by the way?
I just stencils.
Awesome, man. That's a lot of like manual work.
Yeah, dude, surprisingly, it's a lot harder than, like, yeah, it took me, I thought, like, oh, it'll take me an hour. It took me all night. This is my third time flying this sun. I was nervous, but once I got out there, I'm like, this is nothing.
Literally, the first time I've ever protested anything was 2 days ago, and that was my first day with the Bloodstained Men. I found my hand just like shuddering.
Yeah. I'll get, like, it's hard for me to talk to people about the subject in general. Design to damage us, brother. Look into it.
Really nice muscles also.
Yeah, you know, listen,
you go to the gym or something.
Whenever I did Memorial, I went shirtless, like, to let people know, like, and but it was so cold that day, I was like, all right, I gotta push it.
We got 1 in 60,000 in consistent experience, so we should just cut those off too, right?
Yeah, you could just be safe.
Right.
Or
cut them both off.
Exactly.
Hello. Hello. Would you like an info card? Hello. Would you like an info card?
Time of departure is 9:10.
You could just give it to someone else if you don't want it.
I'll just say, you know, I do appreciate like the gender equality that I'm seeing because like the poster, like I mean, you know, if we're gonna say my body, my rights, I feel like
Orlando to
you know,
so that's what I'm trying
you
to
know,
see.
I
There's a
just
time change
it's a
between.
little controversial and everything, and I do.
Well, yeah, but you know, I mean, the babies should be afforded the same rights as adult males, right? I mean, they'll eventually grow up, and then you know, the right is taken from them.
Yeah.
So it's not to kick girls off the stage.
Yeah,
of course not.
I'm pro-life, so I'm not even. I honestly would say that this applies more to issues with men than it does women anyway, because.
Well, yeah, but you know, I mean, women are eventually going to have their babies, and doctors pressure them a lot of times. They don't even want to get this done for their sons, but they pressure them into it because they can make a lot of money. So it's just to make people aware of the scam, basically.
100%. I'm all about people having, you know, individual rights, bodily autonomy, and I totally see where you're coming as far as like that is stripped of a baby if their mother is making their parents making that decision before they even have a chance.
Yeah.
You're like the most chill person out here.
Oh, thanks. I hope people don't come off as too abrasive, but this is just an info card. Like it tells you about the dangers of it. So like, you know, if you have anyone who's into it, you know, just let them know. Hello, men. Hello. Hello, sir. Would you like to take an info card? Hello.
What's like the bad thing about circumcision?
Like you can always get it done older, but you can't undo it. It does hurt them. They do it without anesthesia about 50% of the time.
I mean, do you remember that happening?
Cognitively,
I don't, but
no,
like,
but those are the hardest traumas to heal.
It's still just
your subconscious mind. Yeah, your subconscious mind remembers everything.
I mean, like you know how like little girls get
get their like ears pierced when they're very little. That really hurts, but like they kind of forget about it in 5 minutes, right?
Amputation of part of your genital.
The thing is, it's really ingrained into society, so we don't really see it. Like the same thing is done to women in Africa. They cut off their clitoral hoods, which is the same thing. It's just the foreskin, and everyone's against that. It's the same thing for men. They're cutting off the foreskin.
Well, it doesn't really. I think the thing about the clitoral hood being removed is bad because that's like in many cases it's a woman's only form of pleasure. Like that is where most of the pleasure nerves are located, so they can't enjoy anything if they don't have
pleasure nerves in the men are
right. We're just
I don't know about that. Like I feel like when guys have sex and they're circumcised, I feel like they're still enjoying it. Like
they still enjoy it, but like they don't realize what's taken from them.
they still have a lot of pleasure without their foreskin. It's like if it doesn't have an impact on them, like later on, like I don't.
It does cause depression. I know, like all of my friends.
Depression?
You want to hear my story?
Sure, go ahead.
So after a lifetime of depression and therapy and thinking about my thinking and learning how the human brain operates, it's finally like, oh, that.
You
So
think that you
I
were
had
depressed your whole life because of the foreskin?
Yeah, so think about this. So it's like moments. So moments after birth. Think of a creature without understanding, without your language, is strapped down, and had part of their genitals removed, without their consent, with no anesthesia and no painkiller.
What if they did have anesthesia? Would it be okay?
No, because you're taking away the child's choice.
You don't get anything out of circumcising, but also I feel like I don't really know anyone that's like.
You wouldn't. They would never admit it. Trust me, they would never admit it.
Because if a man would admit it, they'd have to admit that sacrifice was for no reason.
Why would you be sad about it if you've never known anything different?
Because you can still know what you've missed out. Like if you don't go to
You can't know what you've missed out on if you've never had it, right?
you can't experience
I did miss out
it.
on my choice.
And I didn't actually know it was a bad thing. And then I saw the hurt in him. And, yeah, he was very, very sad.
It's mostly psychological pain.
But why did it psychologically hurt you?
So it just started with, I eventually became aware that there's something unnatural about it, even without ever seeing an intact penis. Like I have a scar, and I was aware of like that's not natural.
I have scars in my ears, and I know it's not natural, but like I didn't have a choice in it, but like I'm not affected in it in my adult life whatsoever. So
I mean, you keep bringing the ear thing up.
because I'm sorry, I don't have it. So that's the only thing I'm.
I know, but so what if your clitoris was pierced?
If it was pierced?
Yeah, pierced.
And it didn't affect me like in my adult life, I'd be like.
Without your choice.
Actually,
if
cut
it
the
didn't
outer
affect
layer
like
around the clitoris off when they do it for females.
Huh?
The equivalent would be removal of the clitoral head, which they do that in Africa, unfortunately. Once you become aware of it, it's a lot more painful, kind of like waking up from the Matrix, sort of.
So is it a parent's right? Would it be a parent's right?
I'm infertile, so I can't have kids. But if I did have a son, like I don't see like the pain in the procedure being done because it's kind of just like over and then it doesn't really impact them. So I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't do it to someone, but like I think there's like bigger problems in the world, I suppose.
It's like they could end up taking off too much skin to the point where erections cause bleeding. This happens very frequently. Sometimes it results in the total amputation of the penis as well. And they have to deal with that when they grow up as adult men too. Anyway, if you want to take this info card, you can. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping to listen. Yeah, of course. Would you like an info card?
Before abortion, just because they're this small doesn't mean they don't have rights. If I said to my baby, do you want to have that cut? He would be like, no.
Yeah.
Excuse me, no. I believe his body.
Hey,
how you doing?
Doing well.
Can I get a bumper sticker for my car?
Yes, you can. Here, let me give you one. Yep. Here, here's one for you, and here's one for you.
Thank you.
There you go. Hey, hello. Hey, so what's your story?
Well, I guess they started the tour a few weeks ago at Kissimmee. I just was driving through and I saw them and I was like, hell yeah. It's hard to sustain eye contact with a stranger while you're just walking by.
I know.
It makes me uncomfortable, but I feel fine right now.
Staring at people.
I'll take it. You're so cute. Okay, there's the back on there.
Hello. Would you like an info card? Hello. Would you like an info card? Hello. Hi. Would you like an info card? Hello. Would you like an info card?
Thank you.
Hey, sick hair man.
Thank you.
Love it.
Love yours too.
Would you like an info card? How's it going?
It's going.
That's good.
I mean, trying to focus on the good, people who are interested, right? And the heck with the ones who aren't.
whether they're interested or not, I try to give it to them.
Yeah. I gave up trying to say anything because.
Keep trying to say stuff. Just say hello to everybody.
Hello, there you go.
That's what I've been doing.
How you doing? I do say that.
Hello. Hello. Would you like an information card?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. And nice to see you again.
Good. Good that you're here.
Hello. Would you like an information card?
I'll take one off your hands.
Thank you. Hello, sir. Hey, man, I love the bandana. Hello. Hey. Would you like an info card? Hello.
Unless you guys are giving like free ones out on
Yeah, they're free. Take one. Here, take one. Take one. They're free.
I'm okay, thanks.
It's like,
Oh.
unless you're giving out free ones, no thanks.
No, I thought she was talking about the cards. That makes it funnier, though. Oh my god.
I know.
Hello. Would you like an info card? You like one? Just to take. There you go. Hello, sir. Would you like an info card? Would you like an info card? Hey.
Love it.
Thank you. Would you like a card to give to someone else? Spread the word a little bit?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks so much. Hello, sir. Would you like to take an info card?
No, thanks.
Hello. Would you like to take an info card?
Yeah, of course.
Here you go.
Are you with Nicholson?
She looks too official with that camera.
No,
huh?
yeah, I was like, are you Nicholson? But yeah, I am actually like a new student at Nicholson.
Oh, nice.
So I'm thinking about covering you guys if that's okay.
Of course, we would love that.
Yeah.
We need more exposure to it, so
Yeah.
anything.
Channel just to get more exposure.
Oh wow, really? On YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, nice, nice. So I'm just gonna ask you a few questions. Have you had anyone come through and like ask you a bunch of questions or try to interview you or anything?
Oh, occasionally we get that. Once in a while. Not today, as far as I know.
Okay, okay, cool. If you don't mind, I'm gonna take out my notes really quickly. This is my first time doing this. I'm kind of nervous. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh no, that's okay. We're pretty much the most chill.
Okay,
So-
okay. Oh, I'm guessing you guys are Bloodstained Men. That's
Yeah,
the name
that's
of
our
your
group.
organization.
Brother K there is kind of the main guy. He runs a YouTube channel on it.
Like K as in K.
K as in just the letter
Oh, just
K.
K.
Yep.
Whoa, okay. We're to the point here. So you guys are Bloodstained Men, and then what message are you guys trying to like send out to everyone?
We're just trying to afford the same protection to baby boys that is given to baby girls in hospitals nowadays. In 1997, it was female genital mutilation was made illegal. So we're trying to get it to the point where people don't do the practice of circumcision on infant boys anymore. Let them grow up, and once they're old enough to consent to it, then that's fine.
Okay, okay. And then are there any like questions that you wish anyone would have asked you today? Like what conversations would you like to spark?
I do prepare some answers. I just get myself informed. Some people, for example, they do circumcision for religious reasons, and so a lot of people aren't informed about the actual contents of their religions either. So I did do some study on that so that I would be able to have those conversations with people in case that point would arise.
Okay, awesome. I wish I had more questions for you guys, but it's pretty to the point. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for taking the time to conduct the interview.
Yeah, of course, of course. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming out.
I got to
support.
come out a good 2 hours.
We appreciate it a lot. Hello, sir. Would you like to take an information card?
No, I'm good.
Hello. Would you like an info card? Hello. Would you like an info card?
I'm alright.
Would you like an info card? Hello. Would you like an info card?
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Would you like an info card, sir?
I'm alright for now. I appreciate
All right. Would you like an info card?
No, I'm good.
She covered her eyes. She didn't want to see the sign.
Oh.
She like covered her eyes.
Too late. Can't unsee it.
Hey, would you like an info card?
Even dogs get to keep their foreskin.
Would you like an info card?
Sure.
Here you go. Hello. Would you like an info card? Hello. Would you like an info card? How's it going so far?
Pretty good.
Awesome.
I stand over there in the shade. How are
Oh
y'all?
yeah, it's pretty sunny.
Oh.
We find the shelter wherever we can. Would you like an info card? Would you like an info card?
I'm already cut.
That's okay, but you could give it to someone else, just to warn them.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
I'll take one.
I mean, it'd be nice if in the future people could make the decision themselves, I think.
Alright.
Yeah, take care, man. Hello, sir. Would you like an information card?
I'll take one.
Here you go.
Appreciate it.
Would you like an info card? Would you like an info card? Would you like an info card?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay. This is about bodily autonomy for infants. So We just think that when they should get the right to make the decision themselves instead of it being taken from them at birth.
This is a weird hill to die on, don't you think?
I don't think so. I think it would be better if in the future little boys could get to make that decision. I mean, it might seem like a little thing from your perspective, but most intact men don't want to get circumcised, for example.
Yeah, because it sucks as an adult.
It does.
But it's easy as a child.
They can also get it done as an adult, but you can't reverse it at an adult age. I would like to reverse it if I could.
Why?
Because
Does it really bother you that much?
It does. I would like to have the natural covering that's supposed to be over it.
Why?
Because it's natural? I mean...
So is like ricin and cyanide. Those are all natural. So just because something's natural doesn't mean it's good.
You think that foreskin is bad?
I just don't care about it all that much. Like, it's just not that important.
It's impossible to realize what you're missing out on without it.
Why? Why is it impossible? Other human accounts exist.
Like, for example, people who have gotten circumcised as adults have reported that sensitivity decreases. There's no way to know that if you're already circumcised.
Yeah, but why does this matter?
Because I just think that they should be allowed to have the full experience.
But why? Like...
Not for me. I mean, it's already too late for me. Yeah, it's already too late for me. Okay. But for the future generations.
I'm also circumcised, right? But I'm circumcised by religion.
Right.
Because I'm born Jewish.
Anyone could join the Jewish religion and get circumcised afterward. Sure. But if you're born into it, what if you grow up and you turn out not to like the religion?
Okay.
Babies who are circumcised at day 8, you know, they don't get that choice.
So why? Here's my question to you. Why lobby to give them, to delay that, and instead not work on research that helps you redevelop foreskin?
We're doing it. It's called 4Gen. I'm just, doing this at the same time.
But why? Like, isn't this
prevention?
Isn't this
prevention?
Like a negative feedback loop?
Prevention is the best medicine. We're just trying to, look, here's the thing. Some people don't even want their boys circumcised when they're in hospitals, and the doctors push it. We don't want them to be pushed into doing something that they don't want to do.
100%. If your parents don't want you to be circumcised, 100% agree with you. But if your parents want you to be circumcised, right?
I mean, like in the past, the parents would marry the children and not let them pick their mates in the future. Like that was in like the Abrahamic days. Like in the USA, we're more about freedom nowadays. I feel like this would kind of align with that.
There's a bunch of things in other religions that are also basically forced, right?
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of it you might have noticed is hated nowadays. A lot of the Jewish religion, the parts about what women are and aren't allowed to do versus men, you get like pretty much everyone mad about that nowadays. It just comes back to the thing about freedom, whether you agree with it or not. It's just that people want people to be able to make their own decisions.
It is important to you for some reason. It's just like nothing that you'll ever experience. So like, does it really matter? This isn't really a life-changing decision.
I mean, it does change. It does actually affect lives.
Sorry,
so there's about
not a major life.
Some people have to go in for revisions. They get it so tight that when they get erections, they bleed. They don't have as much sensitivity. They get like super dry after a while because the glands is always exposed.
I don't know about the experiences of others, but I've never heard anyone have these problems.
Yeah, so people will not talk about them, the people who have it. I mean, would you really go around and tell people that you have a problem with your genitals? I mean, obviously I would, but like most people aren't going to come out here with stained blood on their pants.
I'll agree that most people won't talk about their genital problems, but also
it's because it's taboo.
You would think that it's sure, but it's getting less and less taboo, right?
That's true.
As society progresses. So you would think we would hear something, right?
I mean, we're starting to. If you Google circumcision nowadays versus whenever you last did, there's a ton more info about it, a lot more information websites. It's not getting much traction in politics because most people don't want to deal with that.
Because it's not that important.
I mean, that's how most people view it. We see it as something a lot more important.
Why?
Each person should have their own bodily autonomy. Even if all we're doing is like clipping off their pinky toes, like even if it had no value pretty much. We don't really use our pinky toes much.
Value, right? Your pinky toes have value.
Not that much.
Your pinky fingers have value.
Your pinky finger for sure.
Your pinky toe has
seriously,
value.
How would your life be different though, really? Honestly, if you didn't have your pinky toe, do you play piano with your toes or like really?
My pinky toe?
Yeah, well,
it actually adds a lot to your balance.
If people only had 4 of their toes, how would they know the difference?
How would they know the difference between having 5 toes?
I mean, no, the functional difference. They could still balance on 4. It could still work.
Not as well.
Not as well. That's kind of the idea behind this, okay? Right. So people don't realize the foreskin does provide a level of sexual enhancement. Without it, it is diminished. We don't want people to have an unnatural experience with sex. We don't want them to have an unnatural body experience. If they want to get that, that's perfectly fine when they're adults, when they can consent.
So you're also against condoms?
If people want to do that, I mean, they're only going to be having sex as adults anyway, so I don't care what they do.
But it's not natural.
Yeah, and you wouldn't want to put it on a baby either, would you?
I don't see a baby having sex.
No, yeah, exactly. That's exactly the thing. The doctors, they hand out stuff like this, except that it says prevents STDs and stuff. Like, that's what they give to people at the hospital. Why are we concerned about the babies having sex? Like, when they're adults, you know, they can decide all that stuff. Doesn't make sense, you know?
Yeah, but you would want to take preemptive measures for your child. Everything that your parents protect you from, they could just let you suffer through. Like, your parents don't want you to get your hand chopped off. But it's true that if you get your hand chopped off, you'll know not to get your hand chopped off in the future.
I don't want to get my penis chopped off in the future, or at least part of it, you know?
Yeah, but like, if there's adequate cause to circumcise your child, such as preventing STDs, right, then why not?
So do you believe that it prevents STDs?
I don't know. I don't really have a belief on it. I haven't studied it, right?
I have done some study on it, but only research. I have not actually gone out and conducted sample stuff, but the US government did in 2021. They found out that circumcision doesn't make any difference in a sample of 200,000 men in terms of HIV. So
HIV is a very specific one, right?
Yeah,
because that's
all of these tests are specific too. Like the ones done in Africa, they did it on a very specific set of people, and it was funded by people who wanted to promote it. So that's why I don't really believe these statistics.
By the way, the only reason I'm having this conversation with you specifically is because the other guy called me a retard.
Really? Which one?
The one that's like standing over there. Because I was walking past and I saw the sign and I just laughed.
So most of them are victims themselves, and they don't realize that they're not going to even get their message out. Like whatever you're protesting, you're not going to get your message out by being rude to people.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
know
sure you're all part of the same organization, right?
I'm just a local. I saw their stuff on the internet, so I decided to come out and protest it because, you know, this is something that bothered me personally.
Okay.
So
I mean, if it bothers you, like, go for it, right? Free speech and all that.
I just want to be out here to make people aware that, for one thing, they don't have to get this done to their babies, and I also believe that, you know, the babies should have their own rights. That's all.
100% agree. I just don't think this is a really big deal.
It may not be a big deal to you, and that's
we might
fine.
have different like levels of concern about this, right?
Of course.
But
I mean, different people focus on different things, you know. I'm sure you have your own things that you're passionate about. So
100%. My passion is just more aggressive rather than preventive.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. Like, I'm trying to do new things rather than prevent.
Well, that's good.
But both are valid. The reason why we stopped using things that tore holes in the ozone layer, right?
Right.
Is because it was bad for us.
Well, I appreciate that you stopped by and decided that. And I'm sorry people are rude to you. Know that's how people are in the world. They suck.
Yeah, 100%. Have a nice day, man.
You too.
Are you circumcised?
I am. Are you?
Yes.
Would you like to give this to someone to hopefully save them from the same horror?
I don't really care much.
It was just a random person in passing who laughed, and I don't remember, but you responded negatively to it.
Did I?
And it,
You know, I'm trying, I figured out that yelling at people is not helping any, so I'm just not saying anything. The only times I say things is I'll say, hi, how you doing?
That's good.
And then the women are like, no, I disagree with you, or it's stinky, it's smelly, whatever. I just say, not your body, not your choice.
I've got this all captured on my GoPro, so I'm going to upload it on YouTube afterwards.
You know, I can be real negative. I can be, I'll admit it. I'm trying not to be. Oh, you know what? I've got my body cam. I never even put it on my body.
Yeah, it's
terrible. You know what? Maybe I'll just leave it off. I'll just leave it off.
Would you like an info? Hello. Would you like an info? Hi. Would you like an info poster?
No.
Would you guys like an info flyer?
No, thank you.
Okay. Would you like an info poster?
I got one earlier.
Okay. Would you like an info flyer?
No, I'm all good.
Okay.
That's like a drippy ass outfit.
Hey, thanks. Would you like an info card?
No, thank you.
Okay. Would you like an info card?
Sure.
Thank you. Oh, there you go. Hey, would you like an info card?
No, thank you.
Would you like an info card? Would you like an info card? Here you go. How about you? Do you want one? Here you go. Would you like an info card? Would you like an info card? Hey, would you like an info card, sir?
No. Matthew?
Yes, I am.
I'm Brent. I saw you in the video once. I'm
Really?
surprised I remembered your name. I've only seen the video once. So, yep.
Wait.
A recent video.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Nice to see you. Hey, would you like an info card? Okay. Would you like an info card? Would you like an info card, sir?
I'm good.
All right. How's it going, Travis?
Going good.
For some reason, this is doing perfectly fine, recording and charging simultaneously on 0 battery.
Nice. Oh, you have a, okay.
I have a battery charger in there. Hello.
What's up?
Hey, would you like an info card?
I already got one.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Hey man, can I take a picture of you?
Of course.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, how do I get my foreskin back?
They're currently working on 4Gen. That is one option which will completely restore it. It's not available yet, but for right now you can do restoration by tugging.
Okay.
So yeah, just look up restoration online.
What was the first thing you were saying?
Oh, right now there is actually a stem cell regeneration company. Yeah, they're learning how to specifically regenerate foreskin. So yeah. Yep.
Has it seen any success at all?
I think they succeeded on doing it with animals already. I don't know. They're not properly funded because they rely 100% on donations, so I don't know how long until they're actually going to start distributing the treatment. Hey, nice hair, man.
Getting a lot better.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.